The big companies are buying up all the Bitcoin. They're realizing they have so much money. They have so much excess. They need to create markets.
That comes
so you don't
into
have the
fruition.
balls to hold.
Yeah, it must be.
All right. Markets are created. So Bitcoin is a market that still has 100x potential.
Well, do you think the bull run's over now then?
No, we're just getting started, brother.
So
Get
where's it
ready
gonna
for $1
go?
million Bitcoin, baby.
When?
Yeah,
How
the
long?
next couple of years, it's going to take a
You
while.
think?
Because if it's not through the value of Bitcoin, it's through the depreciation of the dollar. So it'll just compensate in that way. Remember, the dollar is just supposed to hold its purchasing power.
What do you think about Mt. Gox and all the money that's flowing in from that?
A lot of these different avenues will get eaten up by the ETF. The big companies are buying up all the Bitcoin. They're realizing they have so much money. They have so much excess. They need to create markets. They need to create markets. Markets are created. So Bitcoin is a market that still has 100x potential. So rich, successful hedge funds are realizing this. Now they have the government on their side. They're all in.
What do you think the best way to invest is? Buying in at the dips? Because I bought more when it dipped recently, but then I don't like buying on the way up. But I suppose you could dollar cost average in. What would you suggest?
Buy whenever you're okay losing that money. That's how you that's how you got to think about it. So whenever I buy Bitcoin, I hold it. Like my Bitcoin reserve is my Bitcoin reserve. It's denominated in Bitcoin. It's not denominated in dollars. My goal, I tell people, if you can get to a Bitcoin, you're a G, because that's going to be worth a lot. Because in the near future, not every millionaire is going to be able to own a Bitcoin. There's more millionaires than there are Bitcoin. So I could tell you something. You think the craze with NFTs was wild? Just wait till Bitcoin in 2030. I think it's 2030, 2034, something along this timeline. 99% of the Bitcoin will be mined. So there will be no more Bitcoin in circulation. So everything that's coming into existence, the market that's created, is based off of an asset class that can only go up. Because if the demand continues to increase and the supply doesn't, price appreciation. Who's bet on winning plays?
I suppose if they regulate the industry more and like Coinbase can't operate,
it's too
the
late.
on-ramps.
It's too late for all of it.
Yeah,
It's
I hope so too.
Well, with the Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETF getting approved in the next couple, it's too late. It's too late. El Salvador owns Bitcoin. It's a sovereign nation. You think that they're the only one that is going to ever do it? No.
Is there not something that could be done though if they wanted to? And I don't think that they would, but let's just say somewhere like China, for example, they ban a lot of things that you wouldn't expect them to ban. So if the US wanted to,
you don't need an individual unit. A Bitcoin could operate without the United States. Every Bitcoin related business would leave the United States and go to Dubai and continue operating.
I guess so. It's just that if the United States, for some reason, didn't like the way it was going, they felt like it was a threat to their power or whatever, and they said that if you live in the United States or if you're American, it's illegal for you to do so. That would obviously put a lot of people off. A lot of the casual investors and stuff would probably pull away from it, and then how would that impact things? Not to say that would happen.
So,
but I think
in the scenario that it would happen, which is impossible, it wouldn't happen because people would revolt. Yeah, I just don't see their scenario. It's not even worth presenting. Bitcoin, because it's a single point of failure. Bitcoin will just move elsewhere. The value of Bitcoin will just move elsewhere. If you're not allowed to own Bitcoin in the US, okay, how are you going to stop me from owning my Bitcoin?
Yeah, no, I get that. I think just what I
Do you still not own any Bitcoin?
not at the moment. I have done before, but I always just end up dipping out.
I
of
just
it.
don't care. I really just
But
don't.
why don't you just buy some and hold it?
No, I will get some. I definitely will get
You've
some.
been saying
very,
that
very soon
for years.
Yeah, I will do.
And
soon.
if you had done it when you first said it instead of buying the watch,
then I'd have probably made some nice money. Yeah, but we've already established I can't invest. Every time I invest, I lose money.
yeah, but that's because you
I've
sell
never
it.
made money on an investment in my life
Why?
because I'm just too
He sells it for
Why?
tax purposes and
just
everything.
fucking start moving shit around.
He messes with the money.
Calm down.
Right? Yeah.
Luke's going to
Chill.
question you now.
Let's go.
Why?
Why? What?
Why have you never made a good investment?
Because I make investments that turn out to be good investments, but for some reason I don't have them anymore once that comes
So you don't
into
have the
fruition.
balls to hold.
Yeah, it must be.
All right.
So you're
then
lacking
it's
balls.
It's a lack of conviction.
I've made
So
some
you know
great
how-
investments.
So
but
you
they
know how
don't
you
pay
develop
off.
conviction? You know how you develop conviction?
Go on. What's your
Knowledge.
right?
So if you spent the next 100 hours studying Bitcoin and studying where your money currently resides, you would go to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I get that. It is an ignorance thing. I just genuinely don't care enough.
I
But
understand. That's just NPC behavior, and you will deal with the consequences of that inaction.
Are they
guess
necessarily
if you-
consequences though?
But if you can't be bothered
We'll
to
see
do
when
the
you
research,
we'll see when
just
we'll,
trust
we'll
them.
see when they tell you in a couple of years that you got to get vaccinated again, or they'll freeze your bank account.
No, but what I'll do is I'll just buy some with money that I'm prepared to lose, and then just see what happens, and I don't have to know about it.
Yeah, because you're still looking at it as an investment instead of a new form of money. It's a new form of money.
If you want to make money and build the life of your dreams, I'm going to invite you to an exclusive event where I will be pulling back the curtains and showing you how I've been able to capitalize on this opportunity and become a multimillionaire in my 20s. Click the link below, and I'll see you on the other side.